What is up, YouTube? Today I'm coming back at you with another video, and as you can see, I'm not actually in my room, so I'm actually out in the dining room just because the real reason is I just really didn't want to change lenses, and this is just going to be a quick video anyway, so I just figured why not just use the lens I always have on there anyway, and basically you can just watch the video this way. So hopefully this turns out alright. I'm using the remote app for the first time on this camera, so hopefully we don't have any issues. But today I'm going to be doing a gaming pickups video, and today's gaming pickups I have 4 different games for you guys for for 4 different systems too. So we're just going to get right into it. Let's talk about each game and basically we're going to go oldest stuff to newest stuff. So basically we'll start off with PSP. So the first thing I got here is for PSP, and it's a game that I just decided to pick up on a whim because I know the series is supposed to be pretty good, and I always like to get RPGs, especially for portable systems, so I decided just to pick this one up, and that is Tales of the World Radiant Mythology. Now I picked this one up just because, you know, it's a classic series. There's a lot of Tales of games, and they all seem to be really good. This one's a little bit different, though. Normally, when you have a Tales of game, you have like anime cutscenes and like a really pre-established story with a character that is, you know, well established. Whereas in this game, you create your own character, and you go through. It's a turn. I think it's turn-based. Actually, I don't really know. I haven't played too much of this one, but there's character creation, and it's a little bit different, and I think that was a bit interesting, so I decided to pick this one up. Always nice to have RPGs on the PSP. It only came with the UMD, there's no inside artwork or anything, so that kind of sucks. The graphics are pretty good too, so that's always a plus. Alright, so next we're moving on to the Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii is a system that I always look for games for, and it's just so hard because there's so much shovelware to like go through before you find a good game. And I know this game, I've been looking for this game for a while, and I've been wanting to pick this one up, but the price was always just too much that I thought that I didn't really want it, and it finally came down in price. At least at my local game store it came down in price, and I picked it up for really cheap, and I was really happy to actually get this game finally, and that is Pandora's Tower. I'm not sure where the frame of this actually is, so Pandora's Tower. Pandora's Tower is a action JRPG. It's got pretty good voice acting. The graphics are really, really good for the Nintendo Wii, and the combat there's no motion in the combat whatsoever. It's just kind of like, if you've ever played The Force Awakens, not The Force Awakens. Why did I say The Force Awakens? The Force Unleashed. If you ever played The Force Unleashed for the Nintendo Wii, it's very similar control setup to that, and it's just a really, I don't know, I really, really like the art style. The story seems like it's going to be pretty good. It's set in Earth, but with like a weird fantasy setting, so it seems pretty interesting, and from what I've played, which I've not played too much, I think I'm definitely going to like that one. So Pandora's Tower, definitely worth checking out if you have a Nintendo Wii. Alright, so the next 2 are for more modern systems, and the first one that I'm going to talk about is for PlayStation Vita. I always like to get Vita games. Vita is my favorite handheld right now. The Nintendo Switch has the potential, but right now it's still the Vita. So I always look for good games in the Vita, and I got a birthday coupon at GameStop, so I decided to use that on a PlayStation Vita game, and I picked up Rayman Legends. Now I have Rayman Origins on the PlayStation Vita, and I think that one's a little bit harder to find. I see copies of this everywhere, but Origins seems to be the harder one to find out of the 2 for the Vita, so I got that one first. But I finally picked up Rayman Legends, so I have both of the Rayman games on the PS Vita, and they're really great games. They're side-scrolling platformers. The Vita version has some cool touch functionalities, which is always really nice, and you know, it's a Rayman game, so if you've ever played Rayman, it's basically the same type of thing, except, you know, on the PS Vita. And it's the exact same game as the PS3 version, so if you have those, you don't really need a copy of this, but it's nice to have. Alright, so the last game that I picked up is actually one I pre-ordered, and it's not really a game, it's a piece of software. And I was super excited about this. I heard nothing about it until about a month before it came out. I was just going through the GameStop's upcoming games, and I was just like, wait a second, they're making a version of this for the 3DS? And I was super excited, so I pre-ordered it, and it finally came out. So I picked up a copy of RPG Maker FES. And yes, this is a fully fledged RPG Maker on the 3DS, which this, in my opinion, is the best console version of RPG Maker. Yes, the graphics aren't as good as RPG Maker 2 or 3 for the PS2, but since you have that touchscreen input, it makes it the easiest to make RPGs because you can do text relatively fast, you can make maps much easier just by touching the screen, and it's got fully fledged RPG Maker features. There are some things about this that I don't particularly like. For instance, I feel like the tile sets are just, I think, a little bit too small, so you don't quite have as much of a variety to work with in terms of tile sets. Same with character faces. There's not a whole lot of character faces. NPCs though, and monsters, you have a good variety of those. Music options are a little on the skimp side. You have about basically 2 different music options for most of your applications, except for battles. Battles, I think you have 5, and boss battles, I only think you have 2 also. So music options and other things you're a little skimped out on. But the real cool thing about this is the way that you can play the RPG Maker games. For the first time in the US at least, you can share your console RPGs with other people. So if you have somebody else who has RPG Maker FES, you can, as long as you're within local ad hoc range, you can transfer the games you made to somebody else's 3DS if they have this game. Or even if they don't have this game, they can go onto the App Store and download the Player app for free, and they can play your games for free, which is really, really cool. And even if you're not close enough, you can go onto their server and download games off of their wireless server. So this game, not only can you make your RPGs, this is a very future-proof console RPG Maker because even when their servers go offline, you can still ad hoc transfer your games to other 3DSs, which is really, really cool. So I just think this is the best version of RPG Maker for consoles. And not only is it for consoles, it's on a handheld console, which just makes it that much better. So definitely check this one out if you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, that's basically everything I picked up. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any comments or suggestions. Leave them in the comment box below. I read all of those. What did you guys pick up in the recent weeks? I know I haven't made a video in a little bit, but that's just because I've been really busy at work. I worked every single day for 10 hours last week, so I've been pretty busy. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comment box below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.